What is a red flag to watch out for in a guy who wants a relationship with you? Fucking everything these days is a fucking red flag to you people. He jerks off. Red flag. He sells items he got online. Red flag. He knows how to use knives and knows how to cook. Red flag. He knows how to use a knife. He keeps to himself. Red fucking flag. He socializes with people. Red fucking flag. Someone out there has dirt on me. He works. Red flag. People talk. He doesn't work. Red flag. No money. He has too much money. Red flag. Holy goddamn motherfucking Jesus fucking Harrod fucking Christ. Take everything he says at face value. If he says he's not a good person, leave. If he says all of his exes were toxic, leave. If he says anything generalizing women as not wanting liking him, leave. If he makes comments about traditional relationships or women being submissive, leave. Most of the time they don't want a traditional relationship, they want a provider and housewife all in one. If he wants a SAHW but won't pay her a weekly wage, leave. If he says anything about men and women can't be friends, leave. For me, it's if he's overly interested in my domestic skills, cooking, cleaning, etc. If he's asking about that, it's generally a sign to me that he's looking for a replacement mummy maid more than a girlfriend. Same goes for if he immediately says, I'm no good at cooking. There's no weaponized ignorance allowed in my world. House chores are shared, period. I don't exist solely so you never have to wash your own underwear again. No, this did not happen to me. I saw a news story about it several weeks ago. One of the latest scams is fake dating profiles get created. You match. Conversations seem completely normal and legit. One day they start talking cryptocurrency and show you an app they've been using. Long story short, if you fall for it, you can be completely wiped out financially. These scumbags are getting craftier and playing the long game. How he treats his mother and other women of his family. Also, does he take responsibility of his mistakes or does he blame others? Does he want you to feel sad for him? Or does he always see the bright side? Is he open to listen and make you feel comfortable? Or is he trying to force you to do things? How does he react if you talk about other guys? How does he react if you tell him you want to take things slow? Some say having a lot of female friends. I'd argue the opposite. If he has no platonic connections to any women, I'd be worried if he gets upset when you say no to things. If he doesn't ever admit to being wrong, if he throws or hits things when he is angry. Watch out for financial irresponsibility or expecting you to pay for everything. While financial issues are common, a complete disregard for budgeting or taking advantage of your generosity is a sign of disrespect and a potential for future financial conflicts. Watch out for financial irresponsibility or expecting you to pay for everything. While financial issues are common, a complete disregard for budgeting or taking advantage of your generosity is a sign of disrespect and a potential for future financial conflicts. If he's overly critical or makes negative comments about your appearance, friends, or interests right from the get-go, that's a huge red flag. It's a sign of controlling behavior and a lack of respect. A partner should lift you up, not tear you down. I'm a man, and I do not date a man as well. But I would never trust a man who never takes anything seriously, uses a LOL, haha on text all the time. I just do not feel safe around somebody like that. Taking everything casually and unattached. Love bombing. Narcissistic triangulation, controlling behavior. The whole all my exes were psycho thing to because I find it hard to believe that the man wasn't the common factor in things going tits up. It was somehow every girl he dated. Watch out for a lack of boundaries, especially if he disregards your no or pressures you into situations you're uncomfortable with. Respecting boundaries is fundamental to a healthy relationship, and ignoring them is a sign of disrespect. Always watch how he treats people around him, strangers and people in service professions specifically. A guy will most likely act like a decent person to you and his family friends, but the way he treats others will be the most telling. If he's secretive about his life, refuses to talk about his past, or changes his story often, It's a red flag. Transparency and honesty are the cornerstones of a healthy relationship, and without them, trust cannot be built. If he/she them says the words "you should really cut all contact," polite suggestions and communication are fine if you've been together a while. But if someone is actively trying to change you right off the bat, run. Be cautious of excessive jealousy or possessiveness. A little bit of jealousy can be natural, but if he's constantly suspicious or makes you feel guilty for interacting with others, it's unhealthy and controlling. People who do not know or understand love languages, including their own, those that get their news or entertainment from MSM social medias, and those that season their food before they taste it. If he projects third-party stress, disapproving parents, not having a job, or not being a millionaire from passive income on me without being aware of it, or without apologizing after, he wants you to be part of what seems like a pyramid scheme. He says it's not, but you're pretty sure it is. Even after he explained it you as a sure thing to become rich quickly, he tries to stop you from spending time with your friends, or when you're with your friends, he is constantly messaging you to find out where you are and who you're with. I want them to take care of me, to protect me, to be affectionate. Not to be some kind of boozer who gets drunk and starts to be you. Support. Help. Men who don't spend money. Men love going to the club and spending thousands of dollars on a $40 bottle to impress people. So if he ain't flashy, then he's trashy. I mean, there are so many. Not respecting your reproductive rights 100 is probably the one you'd need to be most concerned about. If he gets really upset that your 15-year-old daughter won't use the thong bikini he bought her while on vacation in Brazil for her. If he doesn't treat his guy friends the way he treats you, at least to an extent, run. If he has no guy friends, run faster. What's a red flag to watch for in a guy who wants a relationship with me? The fact that he wants a relationship with me. Be careful with how he treats his parents, because some narcissists are close with their families and choose them over you. If you want to DIY instead of waiting for a red flag, tell them no to a few things and see how they handle that word. What is a red flag to watch out for in a guy who wants a relationship with you? Do you want this relationship? The red flag is you, that he wants to have a relationship with you. No, I'm just kidding, I don't date men. I don't have any same-sex desires, and I'm pretty religious. Edit, I totally misread the question, damn. Gets upset when you have boundaries and acts like you're arguing when you tell him facts about the world. No real-life hobbies or skills. I'm old, but he should be handy inside and outside. And so should you. He's interested in someone obsessed with a Reddit. I think he's got some major insecurity problems. If he posts questions like these publicly on Reddit, you would be better off asking people you know. If he co-sleeps with his dog that pisses in the bed all the time, that would be a red flag for me. Red flags are fucking stupid. Get to know someone. Life isn't a video game. People have quirks. When he's pushy about buying you things, he will hold it over your head when he needs to. The best advice I can give you is, if you want to know who the man is, look at his friends. If he hurts your feelings and gets angry or defensive when you bring it up, run. If he claims to be a male feminist, he is 100 lying just to get into your pants. If he eats cereal dry and asks you which cereal mascot is the most attractive, any guy who chooses to date me has no regard for his own safety or sanity. Someone who pays an excessive amount of money for clothes made by slaves. If you're already looking for red flags, you may be the flag holder. The same fucking red flags as a girl who wants a relationship with you. The way he talks about his exes. Red flag if all of them are crazy. When he says something like, "I fell in love with you at first sight." If they have a disdain for safe sex, don't be silly, wrap your willy. When he is an alcohol and crack addict and promises you he will stop. Check out his feet, if they're small he can closer to the kitchen sink. When you're the only one towards whom he shows a shred of decency, pretending to be so much romantic, avoid, they're dangerous. If he has a bad relationship with his family or disrespects them. If he tries to pull you further away from friends and family, constantly talks about himself, ignores your feelings when they were already an adult when you were born. When he wants to co-sign on a car note after a week,